Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video we're going to be doing a birthday weekend haul. So nothing too crazy, but I did happen to go to a CNY Pop Culture, CNY Pop Culture Monthly Marketplace event. It was their March show. I was there with Strike Strong Wrestling along with New York State figure collectors on my Facebook group, and there was a whole bunch of stuff that I grabbed. I also stopped by the Mohawk Antiques Mall, which we're going to take a look at here in a second, and then I have some other birthday gifts and pickups that I'm going to get to as well. So pretty low key, but let's get to the stuff that is off camera first. So I want to get to the gifts from my girlfriend first because they're pretty funny. The first of which I want to say are these trash bags here. And whenever I travel out to Buffalo, and you guys see those Buffalo hauls that I do, I always bring clothes in a trash bag because I'm only ever there for like 2 days total, and it just makes sense to live out of a trash bag for a little bit. So she got me these kind of as a little gag, but I thought it was kind of funny. She also grabbed me, and a lot of this stuff really isn't collectible, but a new dog leash for my dog that you always hear barking in the videos and that I always apologize for. So we got those as well. And then I'm always worrying about my hair, but she got me this, dry shampoo for dark hair. So I'm going to try that out too. So again, nothing super collectible, but she did get me, and it is in a card right here. She did get me a $100 gift card to That 80s Toy Shop. So massive shout out to my girlfriend. She is an OG, and I'll probably be showing off some of the things that I'll get using that gift card in the video here. So it all ties in, folks. It all ties in. But I did pick this up from one of my coworkers. He ordered some Indiana Jones whips, I think, for just kind of like his birthday. And actually, side note, I forgot to get him something for his birthday. I totally should have, and I'm definitely going to work on that. But it is an Indiana Jones whip. I mean, this thing is just crazy. So there was one of them that was, excuse me, a little too long, I guess. And he was like, hey, you want it? So I bought it off him, and there we go. So I now have a whip, and this is the one that I used. He actually brought it in one day, and we used it outside of work, so no worries at all, but it was still pretty cool. So this thing is awesome. A genuine whip here, pretty good condition, very well made, and hopefully I won't have to use this one day on any Cairo swordsman. The other cool thing was this Monty Python Karate Kid shirt, which I just thought was really cool. So there's that as well. But now, I believe that's everything over there. Now onto the collectible stuff that I got over the weekend. So, first and foremost here, and I will be doing a review on it, it's going to be the Marvel Legends Daredevil Born Again Punisher. Now, this one I've been waiting for a long time to go on clearance. I remember when it got announced, I was really excited about it. I'm a huge John Bernthal Punisher fan, huge Punisher fan in general. I think my last video here on the channel is a review of the Punisher and Nick Fury 2-pack, but was playing the real long game on this. You can actually see there's multiple stickers on here of how many times it went down to clearance, but it went down to $10, and I finally got it. So super awesome. I do have the other version, the previous version of the Marvel Legends John Bernthal Punisher, and this is now the upgrade. So super cool. I think there might be even a third version that came out in a 2-pack. I have no idea, but still super sweet, and I will be doing a review on that, so be on the lookout. This was more of kind of just like a little gag thing, but I always thought these were so much fun, and I got to bring these into work so my students can play with them. But it's going to be stack cups. And this is just such a fun game. Remember when I was a kid, I always wanted to play this, and it was just super awesome. So I have to bring this in for my students. I think it would really be an awesome thing. I got to make sure I include that in my jacket. I put that in my jacket later. All right, so some of the other stuff I grabbed is really just going to be G.I. Joes and comics, and I just want to get this out of the way. Huge shout out to Blast from the Past Toys and Comics, like always, and the Mohawk Antiques Mall. Here's a great advertisement for it if you've not been out there, but there's tons of toys and comics and die casts and cars and cards is what I actually meant to say, but cars as well. Just a whole bunch of stuff there. You can check it out. There's the address, there's the phone number. There might be there's the hours there on the back, and some more information, but a great place. Totally recommend going there. And here's what I grabbed from there this weekend. Just one thing, but it was the reproduction of the version 1 Snake Eyes. And I had kind of been wanting I think it's version 2 Snake Eyes, maybe even version 3, where he has like that, G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra kind of look with like the visor, but this was just too cool. I know you can't really, I'll take him out of here, why not? Because I want to keep it traditional with my GI Joe collection and have the figures that I have be like actual 80s GI Joe. But with Snake Eyes, I feel like it's just going to be too much of a hassle to find him in good condition and at a good price. And for 18 bucks, not only did I get this Snake Eyes, and the other thing too is he's all black, so it's not that, as opposed to like Duke or Cobra Commander, who are like sparkling new. It's a little bit more difficult to kind of differentiate this one from the other retro figures that I have, and maybe we'll even compare them in a second. But I hope you guys or hope you guys can understand the idea that I'm trying to convey, that this is kind of the exception when it comes to having all 80s figures in my collection. But really cool. So not only was he the main selling point, but for 18 bucks, he comes with all these accessories. I don't know if this was like originally what he came with. I have to look it up. So the card is in there, and the card, a massive shout out to Blast from the Past Toys and Comics, located at the Mohawk Antique Mall. I had to get the full plug in there, but they got the card on like a top loader, which is just awesome. That's so sweet, and it's in great condition. But there's all these accessories as well. The stand, like a bunch of Uzis, a bazooka, like an M60, little grenade satchel, the pouch, the sword, or the backpack and the sword, just everything you would need. So for 18 bucks, I not only have the Snake Eyes, but a whole bunch of other accessories. So that is really cool. Massive shout out to them. Sorry, I went on a long tangent about that Snake Eyes, but I'll get him out of the way here. Let's move him over there. And then what else did we get? We'll save the comics for last. Here are the rest of the G.I. Joe. Number one. This is all from Blast from the Past as well. I actually got this at the Pop Culture Monthly Marketplace. We have Serpentor. He's a little loose, but that's okay. I think he's in pretty decent condition. But yeah, Serpentor. And he was, what, 15 bucks. So that was not bad. All right, next. And I am going to upgrade this. I think what I'm going to do is just have this one, because I really just want to have the original version of this figure. Or honestly, I might trade this away. I think it was more of an impulse buy than anything. Still, huge shout out to them, but this was more of an impulse buy than anything. It's going to be the version 1 Zartan, or at least I believe the version 1 Zartan, but he's missing the hood. If I can find the hood, I think it'll be all right. He's missing, the crotch piece there, but aside from that, he's in okay condition. He has the backpack with the mask, which is really awesome. He was 35, or was he 35 or 45? Yeah, I think 45 actually. So a little bit of an impulse buy. I think I might trade this and actually get the what do you call it? I know I was just talking about it, but the updated version of him, I think that just might be a better option. So I'm actually going to throw him to the side. I'm going to put him to the side so I don't forget that idea. It's actually not a bad idea. I'll talk to Blast from the Past about that. All right. Finally here, though, a purchase that I'm very happy with. This is going to be what? General Flag, I believe, right? Yeah, General Flag. And that is just such a cool figure. And he is in exceptional condition. Exceptional condition. Let me pull him out of here. Like, look at that. Not loose at all. He looks great. Everything's intact. I mean, just look at this guy. Come on, focus, camera. Really? You're going to have this beautiful condition figure out of focus? There you go. A little bit better there. But just insane. Absolutely phenomenal. Has all the accessories and everything, including the hat and the card. And that is just sweet. Sorry, folks. I'm a little out of it. Kind of spacing out when I'm like looking at the figures and looking at the camera. All right, let's end it here with the comics because we are closing in on, how far into this are we? Oh my gosh, almost 10 minutes here. I apologize. All right, number one is going to be Lobo #1 from the new DC series, and I got the variant cover. This is what cover? Variant cover, it's just variant cover. So there you go. That's really cool. I love Lobo. Massive fan of him. And then the rest of it is just going to be Aliens, Colonial Marines. And I'm glad that I'm filming this video because it means that I can now start to read these now that I've shown them off. But shout out to Ravenswood Comics at the CNY Pop Culture Monthly Marketplace. I was able to pick these up for $3 a piece. So you have Colonial Marines, 1, and just check out these covers here. Absolutely phenomenal. You got Vasquez there. And then really, I had to get the whole series because originally I was going to buy 1, 2, and 3. And then I saw the rest of them, and I was like, I can't let somebody else pick these up because these covers are just insane. And sorry, I'll hold it this way. Might be a little bit better. Look at that. That is just, look at his knife. That's just crazy. So awesome. I had to grab these. There you go. All right, folks. So I will leave it there. I will not waste another moment of your time. Once again, a birthday weekend haul, whatever. I said it was going to be low key. And now we're going on 10 minutes here, so I apologize. Shout out to the CNY Pop Culture Monthly Marketplace. Check them out on April 18th. They're going to be at Two Cousins Pinball in Marcy, New York, 9360 River Road in Marcy. Ravenswood Comics for the comics, Blast from the Past toys and comics at the Mohawk Antique Mall, and the Mohawk Antique Mall in Mohawk, New York. So shout out to all of them, and I will leave it there. As always, folks, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.